Welcome to Strategy Unlocked, powered by Business Navigators.
Welcome to Strategy Unlocked. My name is Luke Medvegy. Today I'm your host. I'd like to introduce Aaron Barnes. He's the founder and CEO of Compact Care LLC. He does more than just Compact Care LLC. He's a serial vetrepreneur. He's been dibbling and dabbling across all entrepreneurial space from data to, you name, working with some sort of printer linking series networking. I mean, this guy, there's nothing he has not touched. There's nothing that he has not turned to gold. So we're lucky to have Aaron Barnes here today. Aaron, can you please introduce yourself and share with the audience a little bit about who you are and tell us about your military service?
Sure thing. Well, first of all, thanks for having me, Luke. I'm super excited to be on the podcast. My name is Aaron Barnes. I'm an Army veteran. I live in Florida. And I started out in the Army with satellite telecommunications as the 25 November. For those of us who are from the field, they know what it is. If you're not, it's a very long stream of letters for joint nodal network operator maintainers. So basically, we set up tech satellite networks anywhere in the world and make it so people can have voice protocol, internet, the whole shebang, anywhere, anytime. And our whole job was to set up and make it happen. So I served from 2009 to 2017, had several roles, moved over to military intelligence as geospatial imagery analyst, and made my way into the cyber warfare community over on the reserve side. So that was cool. And from there, I really, like you said, serial vetrepreneur, jumped into a bunch of different things. So I was working with 3D printing, advanced fast track, rapid prototyping, all the super nerdy things that I feel like everybody should have a step into. I 3D printed my little card holder here, if you can see it. Not helping, but
it's a valiant effort.
But so I own a company here in Florida called Compact Care LLC. And the idea was pretty simplistic. After a bunch of years of being dirty and deployed to a bunch of different austere environments, Afghanistan, parts of Syria, northern Turkey, the one thing that kept being the same repeating tone was that I'm kind of tired of being dirty. And I wish there was a good solution. And I thought maybe the government might come up with something good. Surprised it did not happen. That's not what those guys do. So I took it real personal. And I came home and did 5 years of research and development in between all the other projects I was working on, and developed an entire care line of products that you can take with you anywhere. So let me see this. You can see that pretty good. Kind of.
Oh yeah, Compact Care. So I might have some of your products. Hold on. So luckily, Aaron and I met at the Military Influencer Conference. And what's great about meeting Aaron is he's a giver. I think it's one of his love languages. So he gave me this great bag here. And he not only just gave me this bag, he said, Luke, you're a combat vet. Go try some of this. And what he's holding up here is Compact Care Mobile Soap. That's pretty cool. What else do we have here? I'm gonna go over a couple more. Tell us about what started the mobile soap as I move on.
So let's think about the mobile soap. So we wanted to come up with an idea that would work in an austere environment that you could take with you anywhere, that wouldn't burn and tear your hands apart like any of the other solutions. A lot of times you get hand sanitizer and it's not great, or you've got baby wipes that are dried out, or maybe you might have the little piece of toilet paper that would come with the MRE wasn't great. So the challenge was, how do you make something that's going to last in an austere environment, that's going to be heat impervious and be perfect for when you need it? So all of our products are designed to meet that criteria. The mobile soap specifically, I'm really proud of. Inside these little containers, you get 50 sheets of polyvinyl alcohol strips that are impregnated with coconut oil. So when you open them up, all you got to do is take out a single sheet and put that on your hand. It doesn't matter where you are if you have a little bit of water. Typically, wherever you are, you have a little bit of water. You put this on your hand, add a little bit of water, and it dissolves instantly on impact to some of the most wonderful, reinvigorating soap that's made of coconut oil. And it has been an absolute hit. We actually launched on Amazon, and we made #1 camping soap in a little over 3 weeks.
That's amazing.
But the real star of the show are our multi-use disposable towels, which are the ones that you see all over the websites. It's a compact care
So
line.
is that the bath towel, or is that the multi-use? I see dish soap. Do I have that? Multi-use disposable towels. Here it is. If this is it right here, is this you're telling me that this little cube right in here is a towel, that little cube?
So those are our wash rag size towel. And the way that they are designed with a compression steam process. So we put them into this jig, heat them up to steam level, and then inject them into a mold. So there's no other chemical. They are sterile. You can use them to pack wounds. And you open it up, you add less.
I'm opening it up. Hold on. This is crazy. No way. Are you serious?
As combat,
folks, I didn't expect this to be an infomercial. We've never done this before. Normally we get into the unlocking of strategy. Look at this. So you're seeing this little thing.
You got a little bit of water there?
You know what? I could get some. And just put it in the water.
You don't even have to put it in the water. You put it in the middle of your hand after you take the wrapper off. Add about, I'd say, less than 2 tablespoons of water. It'll instantly reconstitute. All right. And the crazy thing about these is I've used them in a lot of different applications. Most notably, I raised ducks and chickens, and me and Luke were talking about that. I have a duck that is TikTok famous. Her name is Ivy. And Ivy was injured by a bobcat. And we used these towels as emergency triage. So I reconstituted one of these towels. She waddled around for about a week with a bow tie made of these towels. And she made a full recovery. And now she is just absolutely killing it on TikTok. So if you get a chance, check us out. We're on TikTok as Compact Care. We're on Instagram, Facebook, and now LinkedIn. But
and today, Strategy Unlocked. Okay, so Aaron, I got the towel. So you're telling me put a little bit of water on it.
Yeah, less than 2 tablespoons. It'll instantly reconstitute. It rehydrates on impact. And it's even better if you use cold or warm water.
Whoa. Look at this. It's cold.
Yeah.
Can you see this?
So if you're out there...
It's growing. It's like...
Cold water.
Look at this thing.
You can go ahead and unwrap that completely. And it turns into a wash rag size, fantastic towel. Let's talk about how
serious.
This towel has a tensile strength of 45 pounds per square inch. It is not a bounty.
Oh, dude, I'm pulling it. Like, I'm an army guy. People know me. I'm an army guy. I can't pull this thing apart, man. I'm trying.
So it's cross-woven.
Stretch a little bit, but it's not coming apart. That's
it's
amazing.
Some of the chemicals. So using that on your face, your nether regions in a quick, situation where you're out there, this thing is the way to go.
It's awesome. Okay. Wow. I can't.
Over and over again.
I can't believe it. I can't believe it went from this cube to this. Like, this is unheard of. Hey, this is a game changer. You need to get into the Boy Scouts of America. You need to get into Are you on Walmart yet with this?
So I'm a member of RangeMe.com. RangeMe.com is the world's largest repository of commercial buyers. So like right now, Compact Care is available, and I'm waiting for the big guys to see it. So Walmart looks at my stuff. AFeeds is looking at my stuff. Target's looking at my stuff. But it's all about them reaching out to me and sending them samples to see if they like it. But as of right now, I'm proud to say Harley Davidson has stepped up. Harley Davidson of Colorado Springs, Colorado was the first to make an order of the small towel giveaway with their bike. They love it. On the way home from the Military Influencers Conference from Atlanta, I stopped in Gainesville. Gainesville Harley Davidson is next. I think by this week they'll make an order. And they'll start products. So super excited. And think about all the different applications, Let's say emergency disaster relief, FEMA. Let's say the American Red Cross, even homelessness, Salvation Army. All of these different applications could be huge.
But Aaron, I got to say something. You know Tabasco sauce was founded by an army vet, right? Did you know that?
I did not know that, but I'm going to learn about it later.
And what did the small little Tabasco sauces, do you remember seeing those in your MREs?
Yeah.
How cool would it be if they were able to put this, your little size, in your little soap into MREs? Game changer. It would be a game changer for field sanitation. I
we
mean,
just find the right people to listen to this podcast and see it and make it happen. But it's definitely an opportunity for sure. I think that there's endless capability for these little towels. And, the crazy part is because they're technically medical grade, you can use them in first aid kits, emergency kits. They're even featured, and they're not commercially available yet, but I have a friend, his name is Mike. Mike is the founder of Great Echo First Aid Survival Kits, and he features my product in his first aid kit. So these are, all new and advanced technologies that really change the way that we live in field sanitation just for comfort. So like the black.
So what about snoodle scrubs? What's the deal with snoodle scrubs?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Scrubs.
Snoodles are our latest addition to the brand. They are brand new, and you're gonna love this. So I have friends that have a lot of different, and without saying his name, he has an amputation below the leg from service overseas. And he says, hey man, it's embarrassing. I have a hard time getting in and out of the shower. Can you make something for me? And I said, I absolutely will under two conditions. And well, what's that? I said, well, one is you have to use it until you die. That's a must. The second is I get to name it whatever I want, and you still have to use it. I said, okay. So for my friend that's hard to love, snoodle scrubs were invented. So we have Snuggle, Cuddle, Noodle. Inside that bag are the first of snoodle scrubs. The snoodle scrubs are polyester, single-time use, rinseless bath sponges. So what does that mean? It means you take one out, add 2 tablespoons of water, scrub whatever you want to your heart's content, and then just wipe it off. The snoodle scrubs, I think, are going to be incredible for assisted living facilities, elder care needs, post-surgical care, camping, fishing, hiking, and it actually just got the Okiotech 100 standard, which means safe enough to use on babies. So it's really impressive stuff. I invite you to try it. You've got a 5-pack sample bag there. This stuff is so new, it's not even on Amazon yet. We just put it on the website yesterday. I debuted that product at MIC 2025, and I wanted to see how people felt about it, and the response was incredible.
That's awesome. All right, I got another thing here in front of me. All right, we got to ask. Multi-use disposable. Okay, so this is a different towel. So I had the washcloth. This is the towel I think you were talking about, right? So how big does this towel get?
So that one is about the size of a dish towel. That one's 11 by 22. So this one is the one that you would want to use. This is the one I sell to the Black Rodeo USA. The rodeo guys love it. First of all, they're in the equestrian center. So there's no air conditioning. They're out there riding rodeo. It's super hot. So what we do is we take these out, reconstitute them with about 4 tablespoons of water, turn into a super big towel, and if you use cold water, it's even better. You can put it around your neck, stay cool all day. This one's large for you to tie off and create an Israeli pressure bandage anywhere you are. It's incredible. So I sell those towels in 3 sizes: wash rag, dish towel, and full-size bath towel.
Wait, hold on. Bath towel. All right, so let's talk us about this one.
Okay, so let's say you've gone to a hotel, right? You just left MIC 2025. Every time you walk into a hotel, you look in there, they do a pretty good job about washing the sheets, but you never know if the towels are clean. Now you don't have to worry about that. All of our products are sterile, so you can open it up. It's one-time use. That is a full-size bath towel. You don't even have to add water. You just open it up and use it. So that's going to go packaged, I think, with the new noodle scrubs, as cleansing kits for the homeless maybe, or maybe even create up situations for everybody. I take them to the big, we did a bubble run about a month and a half ago at the Jacksonville Equestrian Center, and they were really popular there.
I tell you what, at American Heroes Equine Connection Incorporated, a 501c3 nonprofit that helps veterans and first responders with PTSD. Just so happens I'm the chair. I will tell you that we will endorse your product. Okay, you heard it here, folks. Right here, just released American Heroes Equine Connection Incorporated, a 501c3 that helps veterans and first responders with PTSD. We'll support Aaron Barnes because he's a veteran. He believes in our principles, and he's an outside the box thinker. And look at this, he's helping us today. It's this simple stuff is the most important stuff that there is out there. I'm telling you that anyone who's ever fought in combat, anyone who's ever been out in a field training exercise, I'm going to tell you that those baby wipes go so far, and then you're left with this weird feeling. This is a game changer. Very little canteen water, utilized on this. This is still wet. It's maintained the water. This is an absolute amazing resource and tool that Aaron's brought to our vets, to the public today. So that's my play. Aaron, I want to tell folks if they want to find you, well, first of all, small compressed towels, medium compressed towels, noodle scrub bath sponges, disposable bath towels, mobile soap, facial towels, and I promise you Aaron has more in the pipeline. This is so awesome. This is so awesome. So if you want to know more and you want to learn more and you want to put an order in right now, this is what you do. You go to compactcareline.com. And if you want to put a big volume in, go ahead, reach out to Aaron. Send him an email, compactcareline@gmail.com. And mention you heard it here on Strategy Unlocked, where it's vets helping vets and vets helping first responders as well. Aaron, we're going to feature this on our site. I'm going to take some photos. I'm going to have my team share it with everyone the best that we can. I'm in love with your product. I think you provide the right visionary mindset, and that's what we're here for today. So if it's okay with you, let's transition for a quick moment.
Sure.
We'll come back. Is there anything you want to say about Compact Care that I missed before I jump on?
So really simplistic, Compact Care is about providing the care to the people that need it the most. And it was designed with soldiers, first responders, military personnel, and moms in mind. So the idea of our entire line, and even the catchphrase, where clean meets convenience, is really the next step of connection to the people. It wasn't designed as a get-rich scheme. It was designed as something that people need and should have already had. And I feel like we're doing a pretty good job of making that happen. I really appreciate you taking the time today to talk about these products, especially, and if you guys haven't been to MIC 2020 or MIC 2025, you're coming to next year's MIC, make sure you stop by and meet Luke and his partner over there, Ryan. They're some really great guys. They're very open and heartwarming, and they really embrace the veteran community, and they do as much as they can for us, and I appreciate it.
Thank you, Aaron. Very kind. Aaron, so we like to talk to our audience about business hacks. Something we can share if another vet's listening. I think many vets know I've written a book. The book is it's called, I'll grab it right off my shelf. It's called Harnessing AI for Business Success. It's a guide for military veteran entrepreneurs. I talk about if you're in service, still serving, there's a couple of hacks in here to help you out with your evaluations. And then also if you are, maybe in that process of transition, you're trying to figure out what it is I want to be when I grow up. There's a lot of other things I have in the back in the glossary to help you through that mind mapping. But the point is that I created this book and quite frankly, gave out tons of them at the MIC. And I hope I will see you again, Aaron. I'll make sure I put one in your hand. But what I hope is that if you have a hack, something that helped you launch, something that you can share with another vet, it would be great.
And the most important thing I want to remind veterans of, because when they leave, your mind is forever altered and molded by the military. So mental health is a big game changer. If you're dealing with post-traumatic stress disorder, I want to make sure that I remind you that it's not a weakness, it's a superpower. You can hear everything and you can see everything, and you have situational awareness. You can use that absolutely to your benefit every single thing you step into. But let's talk about the business hack. The business hack with that is, if you find something that you're passionate about, you have no choice but to succeed. So pick something that you love and work towards that. And the other suggestion I give you is, if you hear somebody say something that might be too good to be true, do your research. A lot of times but those are the two things I would give people. Take your chance, make it happen. There's no better problem solvers on this earth than military personnel. And it's a shame that some of us get lost in the sauce a little bit. I think everybody's got a chance. And, some of the most incredible people I've ever met in my whole life, people that I served with. And, they're all out there doing incredible things. What I got.
Aaron, I love what you said. So you said, hey, PTSD, it's not something holding you down. It's something propelling you. When many vets, when they're in the face of combat, and most folks may not know this, actually, it's time slows down for them. And they're able to look around, evaluate things almost like it's in slow real time. Kind of like the movie Flash, if everyone's ever watched it, and he goes and he looks around and his things are going fast by him, but he's able to evaluate what's going on in the moment. If you have not served in combat or you've not been in one of these situations where your adrenaline's at that level, you may not know what we're talking about. But I'm going to tell you, if you are and you have been in that situation, you know exactly what Aaron's talking about, and that is a superpower. There's also, quite frankly, we just held an event. It's called the Veteran Coaching Network. We just held an event yesterday. It's an awesome event. And when we held it, we brought together about 55 vets. We were talking about Veteran Coaching Network, and we, in every summit, which takes place approximately every 6 weeks, so we can have 8 a year. They're micro summits. They last about 2.5 hours. And what's the so what about those summits? It's that we actually are coaching vets on how they can leverage some of their superpowers. And one of them was, and it was awesome. It was taught, and the subject was own the room. It was just absolutely awesome how you go walk into that room and just literally take control of it and own it. And if you're a military vet listening to this, you know exactly what we're talking about. So I love that you shared that, Aaron. I really do appreciate it. And also, to the point of confidence, if you think you can do it, do it. The travesty in the sad number is that 3 out of 5 veterans fail. And it's usually because they're like, well, I don't know if I can do it. They don't have a tribe. They don't have a coalition. They don't have positive thought, other vetrepreneurs behind them, pushing them, or maybe forming that network. I'm telling you today, if you're listening to this message, it exists. We're here. Go to the Military Influencer Conference. Go to the Veteran Social Summit. Come to the Veteran Coaching Network. We're here, and we're here to help you. In addition, I'm an IVMF ambassador for Institute for Veteran Military Families. Do not get paid, disclaimer. And as an ambassador, I'm able to help Indiana Hoosiers in center, in what we call the center Midwest. So I'm able to help vets around where we are, but we leverage these mechanisms, Military Influencer, Veteran Social Summit, where we can help veterans nationally. And I'm just one of so many great veterans out there. I promise you, if you reached out to Aaron Barnes, he would be there in your corner too, helping champion you. Am I right, Aaron?
Absolutely. I'm going to get you where you need to be, because
that's it. That's it. And Aaron, I'm going to help you out too. So I know that there's several organizations out there that are in place that can help you. So we're going to talk about pushing you into the IVMF program. You don't know about it yet, but I think you could be very powerful in it if you haven't thought about it. But also what's cool about it is that you get a lot of exposure to things you normally wouldn't on the fray. So it gives you an opportunity that you can connect in other pieces. So Walmart has a program. And a lot of times these things don't come up until they're brought up in discussion. But Walmart has a program, and it's to help veterans get launched into Walmart. Have you heard of this? Have you heard of this program? You have not. So yeah, so I'm going to make some phone calls, and I'm going to do everything I can to try to help you behind the scenes, because that's what vets do. Vets help other vets. Vets coach. So Aaron, what else can you share with us about your other entrepreneurship opportunities that we can help share with our veteran tribe?
Well, Luke has had the unique pleasure of coming to our restaurant, and I say our because I have business partners. We have a revolving sushi restaurant right there in the heart of Atlanta at 903 Peachtree Street, and it's called Guru Revolving Sushi. Never in my wildest dreams would I have imagined that I would be a part of a group that could own a restaurant. But my partners and I have several ventures, and one of them is right there in Atlanta. We invited as many people as we could to come out for opening day, and they showed up like you wouldn't believe. We had, I think it was 40, 50 people on the first night. But I'm stretching my places out there. I have one more thing that I haven't talked to you about yet. It's still new, and we're working on it. It's called POV Nutrition. POV Nutrition is the next step in advancement for electrolyte powders. It's going to feature nootropics, and it's going to be available early December. And I own part of POV Nutrition. So it's going to be marketed to people that are professional shooters. My very good business partner, Zane Vandergriff, is the chairman of that company, and he manages and runs it, is a professional shooter. And he goes out to all these events. It's going to be something I think is going to be great because it's going to be pushed out towards a lot of different applications, including professional sports. And we already have some recommendations for companies to sponsor that company. It's going to be huge.
Wow.
We're looking at opening a couple more restaurants. So, I'm all over the space.
Hey, Aaron, I think these are great ideas you have. Like, they should be put into these MREs. It's vets helping active duty. You've done a lot of this research. There are actual research that goes on in the military through the Quartermaster Corps that actually does a lot of this. We need to get you connected with them. If you're a vet, you're listening, and you know exactly who we're talking about, that research lab, hey, reach out. Aaron, I'm going to reach out to a couple of my buddies. At least, if nothing else, at least put you in touch with them and you guys have a conversation. I love what it is you're doing. I mean, it sounds like everything you're doing from your service to what you're still serving. You're serving in a capacity of not just entrepreneurship, vetrepreneur, but you're serving and you're helping, instead of just serving and helping the military, you're serving and helping anyone that will listen that has a requirement for these needs. And I think there's a lot of people out there that need this. And we're going to feature your website. We're going to feature your link. We're going to put that in this. We're going to mention it, and we're going to help get the word out because this is what we need to do. Aaron, you've done the hard work. Now allow us to help echo on what you're doing for our community.
Well, thank you so much. I really appreciate that.
Oh, it's what we do. Vets do that. So that's awesome. That's amazing. So you heard it here. You heard Aaron. He started this great, awesome organization like Compact Care. You've heard him mention the Japanese sushi restaurant that he has going on with his partners. It's a conveyor. I'm telling you, if you've never been there, you need to go there. It's a little train. First of all, it's that conveyor belt like you would see in Japan or in certain aspects of places of China. I've been in both, and I'm telling you, I've seen it. And it's authentic, just like that. The second thing that's pretty cool is that it has a little train. So you order something through their tablet, through the menu, the little train comes, and this train is like awesome. It reminds me of the monorail, like in Disney, and it delivers the food right to you, and then it lowers it. It's just absolutely amazing, and it's actually awesome. I wish my kids were with me. I think my kid would have loved it. And it has that very friendly atmosphere, so that was absolutely spectacular. And it's right there. It like, this is total like futuristic meet George Jetsons with the food coming to you right there in Atlanta. And I can't wait. Aaron, I hope you bring that over to the Midwest. I hope you bring that to all the other major cities. I can see one of those in Chicago, 4 hours from me in a heartbeat. I could see one of those down here, hopefully in Indianapolis or wherever you do your target market research, maybe Cincinnati, Ohio. It's an hour and a half from me, closer than Chicago. But it'd be great. I could see you featuring this all around the U.S. And what I love about it, it's a partnership. It's showing that veterans bring a lot to the table. Veterans are bringing vision, they're bringing work ethic, they're bringing other veterans, and they're coming and they're helping to support other veterans. So if you're listening to this, please support Aaron Barnes. Aaron, say the name of that restaurant again.
It's called Guru Revolving Sushi, and it's right there in the heart of Atlanta at 903 Peachtree Street. It's right by Peachtree Street and 8th. So if you get a chance, come by and see us.
Yeah, and you will be sad you missed it. I'm going to tell you right now, if you made it to Atlanta, you didn't hit this, you're going to be sad. So you need to go there, and you're going to be sharing the story with your friends because it's so amazing. Great atmosphere, great food, fair prices. I'm telling you right now, when I left, I was like, whoa, it was fair. It was a very fair price. It was very equitable. I could have taken my family there. It was very fair price, especially in the price of the world today. Like, it was very fair. And I felt full. When I left, I felt full. Like, it wasn't like, and there was nothing left. I mean, I ate it all, but it was delicious. That's why. And nonetheless, and then you had this futuristic powder. Can you explain the powder and where they can maybe look for it in the future?
Sure. So right now it's being developed and manufactured for us. We put in the first purchase order last week, So you'll be able to hear about it. We'll have povnutrition.com. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the website. I'm still working on that. But it's really exciting. So POV Nutrition is going to be the name of the company, and we're going to have a couple of different flavors. So basically, it's an electrolyte powder that features nootropics for focus. So it's all the things that you need to stay rehydrated and keep focused while out there shooting or doing, any one of the athletic sports you might be interested in. And I think it can go way beyond that. I think it can go to long distance running. I think it could go into any one of the professional sports, NFL, any one of the D1s, the colleges, things like that. I think it could be a replacement for Gatorade at some point. But
that's awesome.
I'm really excited about that too, and it's coming soon. You'll hear more about it. You'll see it at pretty much all of the ISPCA matches and all the different shooting matches. Being from the military area, we all still kind of take pleasure in shooting all of the fun toys. So make time, go out.
Awesome. So you heard it here, folks. Please check out Aaron Barnes. Look him up on LinkedIn. Look him up on Facebook. Look him up on TikTok. That was it. Look him up on TikTok and look up his duck. He saved his duck with compact care. I can't believe this. And the name of your duck again?
Ivy. Yeah, that's
Ivy.
For sure.
saved Ivy. It's pretty cool. So, hey, Aaron, it's been a pleasure having you on here. You bring tremendous amount of value to the veteran tribe and to our listeners today. I really appreciate you dialing in and giving me your time today to help share your message.
I really appreciate taking the time to hear the message and, making the effort to get veterans out there. I think there's something special about that connection that you make with these veterans all over in the business spot. So really, thank you.
Thank you, Aaron. So if you want to hear more, please go to Strategy Unlocked. We're on YouTube. Check us out there. We're also on the websites of the Business Navigators, which is my consulting firm. We're at the bottom there. If you just want to follow for more of all of our other episodes, it's there at the bottom in our little podcast and talks. Thank you very much for attending, and see you next time.
Need a top-notch business consulting firm? Book a free consultation.